Welcome back to the channel. If you've been keeping up with Love Island USA Season 7, bless you. We've made it through nearly 5 weeks of back-to-back chaos, drama, awkward flirting, and plot twists that feel like they were written by a team of caffeine-fueled producers. Over 30 episodes in, and somehow, the emotions are higher and the romances are shakier than ever. And at this point, we're tired. Tired of the drama. Tired of the emotional whiplash. Tired of the fake tears and even faker connections. This season has been non-stop chaos, breakups, recouplings, betrayal, and situationships that make absolutely no sense. And the worst part? At this point, there's barely a couple left in the entire villa that seems remotely real. So if you're confused about who's who, who's gone, who's still here, and who's just in it for Instagram brand deals, don't worry. I've got you covered. Let's go down the list of every Islander, the cast, their ages, jobs, hometowns, and the absolute chaos they caused along the way. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a breakdown, especially as we head into what might be the most awkward finale in Love Island USA history. Amaya Espanol, 25, from New York City. She's a registered nurse, and honestly, she deserves better than this entire cast. She came into the villa as a breath of fresh air, smart, composed, real. And what did she get in return? Boys telling her she was too much, the girls not standing up for her, and a fake relationship with Austin that had strategy written all over it. But now, Amaya is finally with Brian, and we are obsessed. The way he treats her with actual respect? Unheard of this season. Brian Aronales, 28, from Boston. He's a financial accountant, works in real estate, and bartends on the side because apparently one career isn't enough. He's mature, chill, and clearly has his eye on only one person, Amaya. It took us a while to get a couple we could root for this season, but they just might be it. Will they win? Who knows? But if they don't, at least give them a spin-off because we need more. Chel Basantha, 27, originally from Orlando, now living in Queens, New York. She's a day trader, but emotionally, she's been trading chaos since day one. Chel and Ace have been together most of the season, and it's been a journey. From awkward blow-ups to cryptic side-eyes to rumors of a secret relationship before the show, these two have kept everyone guessing. Chel's team came out and denied the pre-show dating rumors. But whether they're real or just Villa real, their connection has lasted longer than most. Ace Green, 22, from Los Angeles. Dancer, content creator, and possible ringleader of the villa's most exhausting moments. Ace has been giving middle school boyfriend energy all season long. He's charming until he's not, funny until it's mean, and somehow still hanging on. He and Chel are still a couple, or still fighting, and somehow still getting votes. Huda Mustafa, 24, from Raleigh, North Carolina. She's a fitness coach, and yes, a mom to a 3-year-old daughter. Huda came in with strong energy, but what followed was one of the most chaotic pairings this season, Huda and Jeremiah. From shouting matches to teary makeups to that infamous I'm done moment mid-conversation, they made us all uncomfortable. Thankfully, that toxic loop ended. Now she's paired with Chris, and it's honestly the healthiest we've seen her all season. Cely, 27, from Fresno, California, a pro basketball player, and yes, he's 6'8" and has 7 sisters. Chris entered during Casa Amor, and while most of the boys use that as a hall pass, he did something almost unheard of in this villa. He stayed focused. From the jump, he made it clear he wasn't here to mess around, and honestly, his energy is a huge shift from the walking red flags Huda's dealt with all season. Their conversations actually sound like 2 grown adults forming a connection. No shouting, no passive-aggressive digs, just real energy. And for once, fans are loving it. Kendall, 25, from Calabasas, California. She's a spray tan artist, influencer, and one of the few girls this season who didn't get dragged into massive drama. Iris started slow, but fans warmed up to her. She's now paired with Pepe, and while it's not fireworks, it's not a disaster either, which counts for something this season. Pepe Garcia, 27, originally from Madrid, now in Los Angeles. Retired pro basketball player, now working as a personal trainer. Pepe has a type, blonde, bubbly, and available. He moved from Hannah to Iris without blinking. He and Iris are still coupled technically, but something about their energy feels surface level. Iris has been holding her own, but the spark? Not quite there. A lot of fans still say she had way more chemistry with TJ, the sweet, funny, way too good for this show Islander who got dumped way too soon. Jeremiah Brown, 25, from Seattle, living in LA. Model, caterer, gamer, and Huda's ex, thankfully. Jeremiah and Huda gave us some of the most intense and at times uncomfortable fights in the villa. Their closure chat ended with Jeremiah being dumped shortly after. Honestly, the vibe lifted the moment he left. Nick Van Steenberg, 24, from Jacksonville, Florida. Nurse, model, maybe villain? He was closed off with Sierra until she was abruptly removed from the show after fans uncovered old posts. What did Nick do next? Jumped right back to Alandria. Classic Love Island move, and producers are still trying to make Nick-Alandria happen. Alandria Carthen, 27, from Decatur, Alabama, lives in Houston, Texas. She works in the elevator and escalator industry, and honestly deserves better. Alandria gave Taylor more patience than he deserved. He ditched her for Clark the moment he met her during Casa Amor. When she finally asked him to choose, he picked Clark because she gave him a kid feeling. Yes, really. Now she's back with Nick, and we're all just watching with one eye open. Taylor Williams, 24, from Oklahoma City, vet student, rodeo competitor, owns 4 horses. Taylor was giving good old boy vibes until he threw Alandria under the bus. America voted him out shortly after Poetic Justice. Clark Caraway, 24, from Columbia, South Carolina, behavioral health specialist. She came in strong, but her connection with Taylor didn't hold. They both got the lowest votes and were dumped in episode 32. Sierra Ortega, 25, from Arizona, now in LA. Brand partnerships manager, she was removed from the show by producers after old social media posts resurfaced. It was messy, abrupt, and shut down what looked like a serious match with Nick. Austin Shepard, 26, from Michigan, pool cleaner, had a quick, strange connection with Amaya that felt very, please keep me on the show. It didn't work. Hannah Fields, TJ Palma, and a long list of Casa Amor and early exit Islanders like Belle, Charlie, Coco, JD, Vanna, Andrina, and more all got dumped, most before we even learned their last names. So who's actually still together heading into the finale? Amaya and Brian, thriving. Chelly and Ace, still together, still exhausting. Huda and Chris, stable and healthy. Pepe and Iris, lukewarm but hanging on. Nick and Alandria, together, again. For now. Everyone else? Ghosted, eliminated, or blocking each other on Instagram as we speak. So, who should win Love Island USA Season 7? Amaya and Brian have the realest connection. But will fans vote for the quiet couple? Chelly and Ace have the screen time, but not the support. And Nick and Alandria, well, they've had 9 lives. Drop your picks in the comments. Who do you think deserves the win? Are any of these couples actually going to last in the real world? Or will it all fall apart the second their phones turn back on? Are Amaya and Brian the real deal? Is Nick Alandria endgame? Will Huda finally get the piece she deserves? Let us know. We want all your hot takes. And of course, hit that like button if you're just here for the tea, the drama, and the mess. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the finale recap and all the juicy post-show fallout. Until next time, stay flirty, stay chaotic, and keep watching.